Being a coastal city, as you can imagine, San Diego has a rich maritime history, from Spanish conquistadors to yachts and the US Navy. But even San Diego's earliest inhabitants, the Kumeyaay Indians, were known to venture far out into the ocean to catch fish on canoes made from reeds, which is super impressive given the depth and unpredictability of the Pacific Ocean. Coming into San Diego Bay, you'll pass Point Loma and the Cabrillo National Monument, and it was here that the Kumeyaay Indians' maritime traditions would be added to by Spanish conquest. In 1542, only 20 years after Hernán Cortés conquered the Aztec Empire, Portuguese explorer Juan Rodriguez Cabrillo, representing the Spanish monarchy, sailed out of Acapulco and landed here, making it the site of the very first seaborne European expedition to California. It wasn't until over 200 years later that the Spanish would colonize the area and make permanent harbors here, but from that point on, San Diego Bay gradually became a major site of maritime traffic, and the southern side of Point Loma became known as Ballast Point, where American merchant vessels came to fill and empty their ships' ballasts, and today it serves as part of the Point Loma Naval Base and also, importantly, gave the name for one of the best craft beers to come out of San Diego. The first American ship came to San Diego Bay in 1800 after shipping out of Boston a year earlier. While the area was still under Spanish rule, tensions soon emerged between Yankee ships engaging in illegal trading activities and the local Spanish government, and a Spanish garrison at Ballast Point even opened fire on the American ship Lelia Bird in 1803. Throughout the 19th century, maritime traffic in San Diego included trade in manufactured goods and fisheries, but relatively early on, it also became a site of naval warfare. When the US declared war on Mexico in 1846 and the Mexican-American War broke out, the American warship Cyane invaded the port of San Diego, resulting in the capture of the city's old Spanish presidio from defending Mexican forces. Now a part of the United States, a steamship line between San Diego and San Francisco was established in 1850, which led to a boom in maritime traffic, commerce, and even the beginning of shipbuilding in the bay. But alongside all of the different economic activities, San Diego Bay continued to become militarized, and in 1917, a US Navy base was established on the northern part of Coronado Island. But the naval base of San Diego, which became the main port of the US Pacific Fleet, was established in the 1920s to house naval repair facilities. And then San Diego's military significance rapidly expanded during and after World War II, where more than 5,000 damaged Navy ships were repaired at the naval base during the war, and the Naval Air Base in North Island became a major base of operations in the Pacific Theater during the war with Japan. After the war, the military significance, tourism, and commerce in San Diego only continued to grow. Officially established in the early 1960s, the port of San Diego became the fourth largest port in all of California and the third busiest, housing shipping yards, cargo ships, container ships, cruise ships, Navy ships, fishing fleets, and of course, yachts. But aside from the strategic importance of the bay for the US Navy's Pacific Fleet, it became famous for sporting yachts and is home to several yacht clubs, including the San Diego Yacht Club, which was the home of America's Cup between 1988 and 1995. The Navy continued to have such a major presence here that the Coronado Bridge was built in 1969, 200 feet above the water surface, in order to ensure safe passage for Navy ships. Here in the 2020s, San Diego is becoming more and more of a tourist destination, with over 300 cruise ships visiting annually. And while tourism can help boost the economy, it can also lead to higher prices, overcrowding, a loss of authenticity, and can have negative environmental impacts. So please, Come visit San Diego, but make sure to appreciate and respect this unique heritage and its valuable marine ecosystem, so that this impressive maritime history doesn't end with our generation.